In 2016, after Game of Thrones Season 6 wrapped up, the announcement of the series wrapping up after Season 8 followed. HBO was then in a spot to decide which project could follow the cultural phenomenon coming out of George R. R. Martin's work. At that point in its history of 4 decades, the network had never made a spin-off series. In fact, the original series was launched as an underdog, and the glory it rose to wasn't initially expected by the makers. So, making a spin-off was a crucial point for both HBO and Martin. Francesca Orsi, HBO's executive VP of drama, told THR recently, "We saw it as an opportunity to keep telling great stories, but not necessarily to try and replace Game of Thrones as the most epic show in history." To aid the network, Martin initially pitched 2 ideas, first based on his Dunk and Egg novels that follow a knight and his squire who wanders Westeros. Another was based on the Dance of the Dragons, which chronicles the Targaryen civil war and an affair that broke the continent apart 180 years before the events of Game of Thrones. Martin said, "Dance had all the intrigue, competition for the Iron Throne, murders, duels, big battles, 20 dragons, all of that stuff." Collider video of the day: HBO passed on Dunk and Egg, but Dance of the Dragons seemed like an option to pursue. Nonetheless, HBO didn't want to put all its eggs in one basket. "You don't want to say, we are going to replace the biggest show of all time and it's all going to rest on one script," Casey Bloys, HBO's chief content officer, explained. So the network delved into Martin's works and developed 15 ideas that could be developed as a prequel. Out of these, 5 concepts were put into development, which the fandom deemed as the War of 5 Pitches. One idea by Max Bornstein was based on the destruction of the ancient Targaryen Empire of Valyria, and another was about Aegon's conquest of Westeros, penned by Ran Ravage and Far Chariot. Oscar winner Brian Helgeland's idea saw a take on the Dornish warrior Queen Nymeria. Another idea was pursued by Carly Ray, which then went to Brian Cogman. Cogman, one of the writers and co-executive producers on Thrones, had a good take, but HBO passed on it. Showrunner Miguel Sapochnik tells, "At first HBO was like, how can we subvert Thrones? The Dance of Dragons felt like an obvious straight-down-the-line prequel. So I think they were less hot on it because it was like, well, who wants to see more Game of Thrones? And then the irony, of course, is, lots of people." Ryan Kendall adds, "The project that came out of the long night was Blood Moon, which was announced but never saw the light of the day. While HBO announced it and cancelled it as swiftly, the idea network pursued became the House of the Dragons." House of the Dragon will premiere on August 21st. Check out the trailer below.